Obviously, we're talking about, the whole doctor disrespect situation.
This is one of the crazy things that ever happened in gaming.
Yeah, I was in disbelief.
Bro, he's the sole reason why I got into streaming.
Honestly, it's sad. It's disappointing.
Dude, what the what?
Yeah.
What did I just read? Hey, you guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the podcast, man. I'm FaZe Swagg here with my co-host, Matt.
What's up, guys?
And today we don't have a guest.
We don't.
We don't have a guest, man.
First ever solo pod we've ever done.
Which I'm excited for, man. There's a lot, in these other pods that we do, I always feel like there's always so much I want to say or so much probably you want to say. And we're mainly like kind of just conversating with the guests, you know what I mean? So which is great, you know what I mean? But it's always nice to every once in a while have like a sit down, catch up, you know what I mean? Just talk about what's going on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to dive deep into obviously strong subjects, but also I want the viewers to get to know us better.
For sure.
A lot of them obviously have seen you through the years, but we've never really sat down and like had a conversation.
Nope.
Obviously, we have like behind.
Yeah, for sure. We even shot a pilot where it was just like us, but like it air. It never aired.
It didn't air. It was like a practice, and that was fun. So let's just kind of start off talking about how we feel about the pod recently. This is our 10th episode.
Dude, I'm so excited. And what's crazy is that what happened to us last week, we were like at Disneyland or so like that, just chilling. And our the podcast that we did with AD, we posted the clips, and one of the clips got like 4 million views, which is insane.
Insane.
And all of a sudden, Bleacher Report, Sports Center,
Overtime,
House of Highlights.
Yeah.
They all DM'd us asking for the rights to use that clip of AD talking about LeBron.
Bro.
Dude, they really like anything LeBron, they tweak.
Yeah.
They tweak.
Yeah. We were freaking out too because it's obviously like our first big moment for the pod, and
LeBron, LeBron posted our clip.
God.
That was the craziest moment. LeBron reposted our clip of AD talking about that exact clip, and he's saying how he was just like an elite Madden player.
He said he was gonna 1v1 Cam Newton.
Yep.
So we kind of set all this up.
Dude,
that's pretty cool.
Dude, it was sick. I had a bunch of people message me saying, "Yo, Bron just reposted," you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, no way.
It's insane. I mean, I think the start of our pod is generational.
Yeah.
Like,
we had a great run.
Bro, like if you really see the guest list, it's insane. Rugg, Sean O'Malley. First of all, those two are insane.
Yeah, they're great.
And then we just go down, Max Christie, what was it, Nuke Squad.
Yep. Nade Shot.
AD,
I mean.
What are some...
Apex
was huge.
Yep.
What are some future ones that you could tell the viewers that...
just in conversations, definitely Clicks is one we're talking with.
That's huge.
Caleb Williams.
Ooh.
Just got drafted. Been talking to him. We're trying to set something up. Paul George, I know he's busy doing his pod and stuff like that, but he said he would come on here. So
that's fine.
I mean, we're a D-Book, but I think he's the Olympics, so it's cooked.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because Book had said he would come on the pod on stream.
Wow.
And then I think he disappeared into the wilderness for like 2 months.
He's got to be on it eventually. Bronny would be huge.
Bronny would be dope, and Bronny said he would do it, but I mean, obviously he's going through his whole draft process. It's a lot going on, you know what I mean? I can't really fault him.
So what have you been up to recently, bro? I know you've been grinding World Series. It's been a pretty crazy grind. You made it. Congrats.
Made it to land, bro. Made it to land. We're going back. We don't know where the location's at right now. I'm thinking either San Diego or we're going back to London, but the last 2 months, man, it's cooked my whole schedule. Like I haven't been focusing on content as much. I haven't really been focusing on even my health as much. It's literally just been wake up, think about World Series, scrim all day, figure out strats, VOD review, sleep. And that was like that for 2 months, bro.
Jesus.
All to make it to land, and then it literally just cooked everything, bro. I was eating bad. It was just it was good and bad at the same time.
Yeah. I think it's like, it reminds me a lot of like actual sports. Like you have like the history of playing basketball and preparing and being so locked in. So now I kind of see you just the same way. Like,
bro,
the beard's growing out. You're just,
you're just
in the cave grinding.
I haven't gone outside really that much. I haven't gone to the beach. You know what I mean? I've just been literally just inside grinding. And it was worth it. I think for me, especially at my age, bro, like being 28, a lot of the competition's a lot younger, you know what I mean? And the thing that I always respect when I play in these tournaments or I'm like approaching it is that a lot of these kids, the way they're going to like like eat or pay rent or do anything or make career is by winning like the tournament winnings.
Yeah.
So they go into it with like almost like a different type of hunger than me. So I have to approach it a little bit differently. Like I have to be like almost more passionate, right? Not as like hungry for the earnings, you know what I mean? But more so just passionate about just competing and like trying to beat the best, you know?
For sure.
So because with them it's like, I mean, if they want to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they eat, you know what I mean? That's how they support themselves and stuff like that, is by winning the tournaments, you know?
Yep.
So I have to respect that and understand like, yo, these guys are hungry. They're young and they're hungry and like they're elite, bro, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't, I personally, especially me being at my age and position that I'm in, I cannot slack off and I cannot do what I did last year for Modern Warfare 2. I can't do what I did last year. We got into land barely, and we didn't really scrim like that or practice. It was more so our team. We didn't really, but I underestimated it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially a lot of the teams that are qualifying all around the world, you kind of think, I've never heard of them. Bro, they're going to drop on land same as you. And our tournament last year literally got ruined by Latin America team and a Europe team I never even heard of.
I remember that. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's a way different approach this year. And shout out to my teammates, man, Sage and Adrian. They make the game so easy, bro.
They're also really nice, like in person. Like they're just so sweet. Like they're such cool people.
Yep. Great humans, man. Raised right.
Yeah, you guys got 6th place, which is huge. Do you know when the final is?
Probably September, mid-September, I would say. Yeah.
I liked London last year.
I think it's going to be London again.
That was fun.
I think it's going to be London again.
That's just a leak, or you're just guessing?
I just think so. I think I don't really see where else they could put it. I always thought TwitchCon with San Diego would be insane.
Yeah.
Like they have to find a place to do it. There's not many places in San Diego to play a LAN at.
That's true.
So who knows?
For sure. All right. Obviously, you know, a lot of people seeing the title, you know, recently there's been a crazy, unfortunate, just
this is one of the craziest things ever happened in gaming. I've never seen it, bro.
And you've obviously, we're talking about, you know, the whole doctor disrespect situation, and you've actually never spoken about it. Like
I haven't, no, bro. Even when I was like on stream, I didn't say anything. I would just sit there and be like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of our opportunity to, you know, speak our mind, kind of how we feel about the whole situation, and you to share it for everyone. That's because I see it too, like on all your comments and on stream, like people are chatting like, yo, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? So that's kind of why we, you know, wanted to speak about it on the pod, because it's more personal, you know, like you can really speak your mind.
And I didn't want to talk about it on stream and get clipped out of context or have chat like giving their opinions while I'm talking. You know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes you'll stream, you'll reach out as you're talking, and then just like kind of like brain fogs you.
Yep.
So this is also why we kind of created the pod, you know, to be able to sit down, talk, you know what I mean? Like talk about what we usually can't talk about on stream or not really have the opportunity to.
I mean, obviously I've spoken to you a lot. Like for me growing up, you know, Doc was one of the original streamers that I saw. And I know you told me that he was also a big inspiration for you.
Bro, he's the sole reason why I got into streaming. I was a YouTuber for the longest time, bro. And I always thought streaming was, well, whatever, like, especially for Call of Duty. And then I saw him stream H1Z1. And I saw the green screen, you know, the theatrics. And I just said, wow. And I saw the way his community, like, how much they genuinely enjoyed seeing him live every day. And I said, dude, I want to be a streamer.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do that. I don't know how, but I want to get to that level.
Dang, bro. And then you guys played for the first time in 2020, right?
2020, yeah, man. That was quarantine Warzone. I remember it was me, Nick, and Doc playing trios. And then a few weeks later, he got banned.
Wow.
Like, literally got banned. And it was so... At that time, it was, like, confusing because, like, no one really knew why. And then he was just on YouTube, and then we couldn't play with him anymore. So it was like a very abrupt... Think about this, bro. Like, it's almost like you see LeBron, right? You're in high school playing. You get drafted. Oh, you're drafted to his team.
That's crazy.
Now you're playing with him. You know what I mean? And that's what it in a smaller scale for me felt like. Like, I'm really running trios with Doc.
Yep.
Like, Nick was another big inspiration, but Doc was like, I mean, bro, back-to-back streamer of the years. Like, he was this streamer. You know?
Literally.
And so playing with him at that time was like surreal for me. I was like, bro, this is insane.
And then when he got banned, like, How did you feel during that time when like it all happened? Like, what were your thoughts?
I'm just confused. It was just like so random, you know. And then we're getting told by our agents and stuff like that we can't play with him.
Wow.
So we're like dang, like we can't even. You couldn't even hear Doc in Discord. Like you can't join Discord and even hear his like voice.
Yep.
Like when you're playing, or else you get banned.
That's insane.
Yeah. So at that moment, it was at that point it was like confused. But then eventually when I signed to YouTube, I was able to go play with him as well.
Play with him, and I mean, I'll speak like for me. Like I honestly didn't think it was like I knew it was probably like a crazy situation, right?
No,
but
I definitely knew it had to be crazy, but I mean that's just a whole different level, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Like I knew it was bad, but once like it just came out, I was like, oh my God.
It's insane. And it's crazy because like, bro, like over the years since I've especially been on YouTube, you know, playing with him consistently, making content with him consistently, like
FaZe Fridays,
he played it. Yeah, he literally played in a tournament with me in a 2v2, you know? And that was a crazy moment for me because I'm like, bro, like I'm in a 2v2 with Doc. Like,
yeah.
And then that tweet that came out about the guy, it was like a Twitch staff, right? He came out and had said
the reason why
he got banned, and there was really no proof. I kind of want to ask you as far as like at that moment, just cancel culture in general. Like, how do you feel about it, view it, and stuff like that? Because the guy came out and said it, but then didn't have any proof.
Yep.
So it's like if you're a friend of Doc, or if you support him, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt, just simple the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that's your you know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And without any proof, it was just like a confusion. Like, it's like, bro, like, you can't make that claim. You gotta show me, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
You can't leave me just sitting there hanging.
100%. Yeah, I mean, bro, I was, like you said, I was a huge fan of him as well. He was also a big inspiration to me to get into content as well. It was like you and him. You two were like my big inspirations. And it's one of those things where it's like you look up to somebody, and when you hear something negative, you instantly want to defend them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
you
what
instantly don't want to believe it.
Yeah, anything. Like anytime you look at somebody as like an inspiration, a hero, a role model, like you always want to give them the benefit of the doubt, because it's like, how could they? How, Like, there's no way, right?
Yeah, there's
like,
no way. Yeah.
You know what I mean, that's the inner you being like, there's no way, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, you even met him. You met him in the Super Bowl, right?
Bro, I literally forgot. I literally met Doc. We were in the Super Bowl. We were walking past. I saw like a tall figure. I saw him. I said, no way, Doc. Without that mask, costume, all that. And we talked for a little bit and then took a pic. It's on my Instagram, bro.
I remember that.
I completely forgot. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's sad. It's disappointing because it's like you said, bro, that's an inspiration for you. You know, it's like your young self looked up to him, and it kind of like, it feels like he kind of let us down in a way, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, and then when he made the statement, and you read it, there's something about like, what was it, like the individual minor?
Yeah, he said the individual was a minor.
It's like,
brother.
I sat on stream, bro.
Oh, you read it on stream?
I read the statement on stream, but I sat there and was just like, wow. Like,
yeah, I was in disbelief.
Bro, after stream, I sat there for an hour at my setup, like thinking like, bro, how?
Yeah. I know you texted me like all day. You were just so disappointed. You were just...
Bro, my pops texted me that day.
Wow.
Said, yo, I heard what happened with Doc. He was just, my dad was like, you gonna say something, or like, you know, how you feel about it? Because he obviously knows about Doc and him playing the FaZe Fridays and playing with him so often.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, after reading that, bro, it was like, my initial reaction was like almost like sadness.
Yeah.
I saw KSI's tweet. I felt the same way. He said he was like just sad seeing it. One of your inspirations kind of like doing that, you know? And that was my initial, I was just sad. I was like, wow, like.
Yeah.
And then as it goes on, it's like disappointment, almost like disgust. It's just like, what was confused about me is it happened in 2017, bro. He was at the peak of everything at 2017. He was him, bro.
Yep.
Like at the top of his game.
Literally.
But doing that, I don't know. It was just like, how? Like, where's the moral compass at? You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's why it's so important. How important character is, bro. You know, I think it's it's probably one of the most important things in life to have good character, to be a good person, you know, and to be a good person when no one's watching.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
You can be inspirational. You can be a great guy when the camera's on.
Yep.
You feel me? You can be the nicest guy in the world. Make it seem like, you know what I mean? Like through a camera lens, but when that camera shuts off, it's like, who are you as a person? Like, where is your moral compass at? Like, what's your baseline in that? And I don't know who told me this. I forgot this quote, but I think I read it somewhere. It literally takes your whole life to build up your reputation. It takes one moment to absolutely destroy it.
Wow.
Doc built that up for over 10 years, bro. His persona, everything that he built, and he's obviously made did some other stuff in the past, but that specifically, to do that, to destroy 10 years of your reputation,
yeah,
it's just like, bro.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
what it literally made me sad. The first initial reaction, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I can't even imagine guys like Z-Laner, bro. Like that was Doc's right hand man. Like that Doc was his right hand man. You know what I mean? How they feel, or even his fans feel. You know what I mean? Like when that staff, Twitch staff, made that tweet, a lot of people who support Doc were already defending him. Like, you know what I mean? Like strongly defending him. That's because how much love they have for him and who he was on camera and what it meant to them. You know?
Yep.
And when he made that statement talking about he did message a minor, it was just like imagine being a diehard Doc fan. You just go like, dude, what the what?
Yeah.
What did I just read? Like, you know? And I had unfollowed Doc, man. It's something you can't support that. Like I can't get behind that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it sucks because when you hold someone to this, put him on this pedestal. I mean, just like have such a high viewing of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him to kind of let you down in a sense like that or fall like that is, I've never seen it in gaming, really. Like that was,
yeah,
dude. It literally shook the whole community. It was just like bro, what?
Yeah,
So I think it's just important, man, about just having, like, just in times when you're up and times when you're down, like to always maintain that like character, bro.
Yeah.
You know, being a good person, being a role model, but also him being in that position, like, bro, Twitch whispers. What are you doing, bro? Like, I don't know. I just don't know what he was doing. Obviously, at the end, we're gonna say a prayer for everyone, just literally involved. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially the minor involved too, man. Understand? It's like, bro, the whole situation is just.
Yeah, it's rough, bro. I think if anything, as disappointing as it is, I think we could use it as a learning, moment for both of us. Obviously, you know, with the fan base and the level that you're at. I mean, you spoke it perfectly. It's character. It's having integrity, which is being the same person behind closed doors that you show to the world. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, we're men of faith, and we follow the teachings of the Bible, and we try to just. I feel like having that faith keeps us grounded. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
like,
man.
Being loyal, to our. I mean, I'm married, so to my wife and to your future wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, just even that simple thought process of just being loyal to your wife, he could have avoided all of this. Right? It's just like loyalty, and I think it's just learning, bro. Like, think about every single decision you make, even though no one's watching. This could ruin your life.
Crazy, bro.
Your family's life. It's scary.
Scary, and bro, like, I'm telling you, bro, it's a whole life. You build up something your entire life, bro. And then you know what I'm saying? You cross that line. They destroy it all. To just destroy it all.
Yeah.
But you can keep going. It's just literally mind-boggling to me, bro.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just like you said, bro. It's sad. It's sad to see. It's disappointing. It's heartbreaking, and like you said, we don't support it. And I don't want anyone to ever clip what we're saying. Like, we 100% stand against what he did, and
sure.
And we're disappointed. We pray. We're gonna pray after, but we just hope that everyone involved, his wife, his kids, growing up, we just pray that everything
even the
gets
minor,
better,
the
man.
miners
Yeah.
family. You know what I mean? Like I can't even imagine. Like,
Yeah, because it was probably a very, very tough moment when that happened, and now it kind of resurfaced.
bro,
Like
you know,
old wounds came back. Like
yeah.
anxiety probably came back.
I hope they never, like, Twitter doesn't do some weird digging and, you know what I mean? Like, some weird, you know what I mean? Even for that family, like, I can't even imagine, bro. Like, if I had a kid and, bro, what? You know, like, oh, man.
Yeah, it's scary when you put it in that perspective. When
Especially,
you
like,
put
think about it,
yourself,
all the parents, like, who are watching, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, most of his viewers are parents, right?
yeah.
It's like,
it's just like, you go like, bro, what? Like, every parent would want to go to war, you know what I mean?
for sure.
So it's just, I don't even know. How you not think, you can keep going.
Yeah, I know. It's so complex, and it's like so many emotions, right? It's like anger. It's like, how could you? Like, it's just, yeah, it's just so rough. But thank you for speaking your mind, bro. And I know it's hard for you. Like you said, he was a big inspiration for you,
Bro.
And it's just, it kind of sucks,
My stream intro is literally inspired by him. The little motion of, because I always thought when I would click his stream and I see that, I would be like, I'm in a movie.
Yep.
You know? It's just,
yeah, it's tough, man.
tough, man.
Just pray for healing all around, man, and that all the parties involved can find a way to get past this, as hard as it is, and for all the fans, for people that,
for Doc's fans, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we're one of the, like, we're part of the fan base.
We're part of it, yeah, man. We were rooting for him at one point, and now it's just can't get. I personally just can't get behind it, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's just like it's stained now. It's tarnished. It's like, even in a relationship, when you ruin the trust, it's like really hard for it to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, bro.
And that's kind of how it is with a streamer or someone you look up to. It's like a relationship, and once it's tarnished and the trust is broken, it's kind of hard to get back to it. So yeah, man. Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about it. Obviously, it's a touchy subject, and we're praying for everyone, even if you're watching and you've ever been through something like this in your own personal life. We just want to say we're here for you, and we're sorry you had to go through that, or if this brought back any weird memories. Hopefully we could just move past it. Let's see, what else do we got? Let's keep the vibes going. Okay, so you had asked in our community tab, the Nuke Squad one.
Yep.
Like, what do people want us to talk about?
Yeah.
And the biggest topic that was asked was mental health, right? And anxiety. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it, maybe even from the perspective of a streamer, a creator like yourself. A lot of people might just see you as like a robot, like you obviously have so many fans, and they've seen you throughout the years, Warzone and like streaming daily. They kind of forget you're a human and you have regular emotions, and you go through things as well. Being your friend in real life, I've seen your ups and downs, and I've seen how, views and analytics, unfortunately, in this like world of content really like sways our mood. It like moves how we feel.
Yeah.
When there's a 1 out of 10, we're happy and we're excited, but then those 10 out of 10s, those low view days, or even just like you're in tournaments, and obviously when you place high, we're happy, but then
those
when
are
you
what
place low,
affect.
right?
I'm gonna be honest. Those are what affect me the most as of now, where I'm at. Like, getting a bad video doesn't really affect me. I've posted 4,000 of them. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm kind of past letting a video affect me.
Okay.
But it's more so in tournaments, when I let my teammates down, it affects me heavy, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what in competition is what I get down the most as of now. Streaming views and stuff like that, it's all highs and lows. I've come to learn with that, but I think it's more so, for me, it's competition and letting them down. I don't want people to sit there and say they lost because of me. I think that's the worst thing as a competitor that can happen, is you get the blame, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think for me, that's what's affected me the most, especially with the World Series around. When people talk about like stream views and stuff like that, it doesn't really bother me. Black Ops 6 is coming.
Yeah.
Just wait. When that game drops, let me know. Come back and say that again.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, if anybody's watching this and dealing with anxiety, or are struggling mentally. I think the biggest thing for me to be able to get out of that is I really look for wins in a small scale, right?
I love that.
So like throughout my day, let's say if I had a bad stream or I had a tournament where I did bad, you know, I'll get off and I'll start to look for wins in smaller things, right? Even as simple as calling my parents, just talking to them, going to the gym, getting a quick workout in, feeling a little bit better.
I like that.
Some people like food, which I don't think is always the greatest option, but watching my favorite, going to see a movie is something me and you love doing, and how much enjoyment I get from just little things like that. So I think it's just finding those small wins. I saw someone had commented that they're struggling with their kid has a lot of anxiety, and it's kind of taking a toll on just everybody involved. That's just tough, man. I think it's just like literally just finding the wins in a very small, you know what I mean? Small ways. Because when you really think about it in a bigger picture, right? Like the phone call with my mom and dad, it means so much to me because one day may they not pick up,
Yep.
They may not be there on the other side of the phone. So when I always think about that, I always think about it in that grand scale of like, let me go work out, because if I work out, I can feel confident when I wear and just feel confident in everything I'm doing.
100%.
So, and just like that, even like walking, I'll even walk Dexter sometimes, or Dexter died.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like just being, I think gratitude is the biggest counter to that anxiety and just struggling mentally, is just being genuinely grateful.
For sure.
That I'm still up and walking. You know what I mean? If I'm healthy, I'm full health. You know what I mean? That's a blessing of itself, So
100%.
I think it's just like, I think gratitude is the biggest counter to all that for me personally.
I couldn't agree more, bro. I mean, being thankful, like a lot of times I put myself in this bubble of like sadness and darkness, and I kind of look around and kind of like step out, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like I'm alive, my wife's alive, my family's healthy, I'm healthy, I'm in LA, I'm in a podcast, I'm friends with Swagg, I'm friends with all these people, and once you start going down the list of everything you're thankful for, you start kind of appreciating, and you start kind of like, okay, you know what, life isn't too bad right now, and I know everybody's journey's different, right? But I think everybody could be thankful for something.
Definitely. And it's always tough because people always like, I don't like when people try to, I was the opposite of justify, like almost invalidate someone being sad. Let's say if it's like someone who has like, I don't know, a nice car, and you see that they're sad, and someone goes, "You have a nice car. Why are you sad?"
Yep.
I think anybody, we're all humans, right? We all go through those phases, whether we're on the top of the top or we're struggling at the, you know what I mean? So I think having that take of where somebody has it worse in the world it's always tough, because when I think of that, I think it sounds like you're kind of invalidating how someone feels.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Everybody goes through different struggles you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's all different. You can't really like compare someone's life to another, because everyone's journey is totally different.
100%. Yeah. I mean, and it's also like no money in the world can fully fulfill you.
Yeah,
and like, that, like you've lived in so many mansions and so many cars, and you've lived through that. And I know you're thankful for it, but I'm sure you could say mostly like money doesn't bring happiness all the time. Like it's great, and we love it and we grind for it. But like you find happiness, and I've seen this firsthand. Like you find happiness is with hanging out with friends, with family. Yeah. Like you would probably trade all the cars in the world to hang out with your family, to make sure they're safe. For sure. I've seen it. Like
100%. And people will sit here. I'm not oblivious to what's out there. Like as far as like working a 9 to 5, and
of course,
because I've seen my parents go through that. You know what I mean? I've seen them paycheck to paycheck. I can only send you $5 for what here and there. My dad working 2 jobs, so I've seen that side for sure. They know how hard it is. But like I said, I think the biggest thing is finding the small wins in anybody's circumstance, whether you're rich, poor, whatever side of the spectrum. I think is just finding that gratitude and understanding, like, man, like, what I'm saying, like, if you're a parent watching this, you have kids. I'm sure there's people on this earth who would love to, can't have kids, but would love to have a spitting image of themselves. You know, it's insane blessing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So think it's just finding like the small wins.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you and me, obviously, like I said earlier, we have faith, and that also helps us a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like going to church and being involved in that and putting our faith in God, it's helped us a lot. And
bro, and I want to say thank you, bro. Matt's the one who, because when I moved to LA, or even not like the last, like, ever since my parents got divorced when I was like 19, 20, I really didn't go to church at all like that. So there was a long period of time where I didn't really, I almost had a desire to go, but I didn't have a home church. So I always feel weird like going into like a random church.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you had moved to LA, you had invited me and we started going, and now it's just a part of, I never stream on Sundays because I always want to go to church.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, there's even times that like I'm like too tired, and then you text me, you're like, yo, church? And I'm like, never in my life would I have thought that FaZe Swagg is the one that's getting me out of church.
He missed last Sunday,
I did. I overslept. But hey, we're human. We're all sinners, bro. But yeah, it's awesome. I've seen like your faith journey. It's been really cool to see kind of how you it's like a non-negotiable for you. You always go to church on Sundays, bro. Now, and we need it, bro. We all have a God-shaped hole in our lives that only He can fill. So yeah, it's very important too. And it's like we just share it because it's worked for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like a medicine that we found that it would be selfish to not share it.
Yeah,
you know? So
for sure.
So something else I wanted to talk about that a lot of comments always ask is, obviously when we started the podcast, it was 3 of us. It was you, me, and Ty, your old trainer. Just to kind of for the viewers so they could kind of just let it go and kind of understand what's going on. Maybe you can give some insight on why he's not on the pod anymore, kind of how that works.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't even just my trainer. That was my best friend. You know what I mean? That was my right-hand man. I think simply we just kind of fell out, you know. It was not to get anything like specific or anything like that, but you know, I think, you know, God has a way of, you know, plugging in people and when it's no longer, I don't know what, you know what I mean, but I just believe that, you know, some people just aren't meant to be in your life at certain points, and some people are, you know. You meet people along the way and sometimes you fall out, you know. I think that's what happened in this situation. It has nothing to do with, I saw somebody had one time talk about like splits on the pod and stuff like that. It definitely has nothing to do with that. It was more so just the friendship of that aspect kind of just fell through, you know. And I wish him nothing but the best. But yeah, it's just kind of that, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, that was the first podcast with Rug, right?
Rug and Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley, yeah.
All right, there you have it. An inside scoop of the Ty situation. I also wanted to talk about a bit more lighthearted stuff. Obviously, the new phase is official. It's kind of like 2 months in.
I love it.
How do you feel about it, bro?
Banks is murdering it, bro. And I think we just talked about this a little bit before, but I think it's amazing to see, bro. You know, there's just a gap to fill right now. It's summer. Aiden's not streaming. You know, some of the AMP members, or even what I've seen, just a lot of them are, you know, they got to that stage where they're at that level where I've seen it, bro. Like, you literally see it where it's like you're just doing other things. You're just enjoying other things because you're getting older.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And Jason, Ron, Lacey, Max, tall 20, 21, you know, don't really got nothing else going on. So, like, they're a full head of steam of just streaming right now.
Yeah.
You know? And I think a lot of people, at least a lot of streamers who make it to that pinnacle go through that, you know, where just complete hunger.
Yeah.
Just working, you know what I mean? And they're young, and Banks has set it up right to where, bro, they're going to kill it all summer. They're going to continue to do it, man. He's doing a great job. And even going to the house and seeing all them, they're all like kids to me. You know what I mean? Like Ron, Lacey, they're all like young little kids, man. But they're murdering, bro. And I'm so proud of them. Yeah,
I think it's really refreshing too. I think it's fun too. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, because you're on set every day with them and in the house every day with them.
Yeah, literally. I go over the FaZe house every day to kind of help them out with content and short form and just being a part of it. I've seen like the behind the scenes, and they're so hungry for it. Like, all they're thinking about all day is how they can make the streams better and how they can be more entertaining. And it's honestly motivating too. It
motivates me, bro. I'm sitting over here like, bro, I'm already like planning shit. I'm like doing, now I'm sitting down really thinking about content, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially for the future and stuff like that. Like, they're turning me up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because, being in FaZe and seeing that, I'm like, man, let me turn up real quick. Okay, they came in here, guns blazing. Hold on. Hold on, wait, let me get back into it,
Yeah, for sure. And it's cool though, because you're pretty OG now to FaZe, right? Like you've how long have you been in FaZe?
4 years? I think 4 years coming
That's
up 5.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I still remember watching the video of you joining FaZe. The fact that it's been 4 years is scary.
It's insane.
So you were 24 when you joined?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've seen it, bro. Like, I feel like it's like basketball, right? Like NBA. It's like the older you get more wise too. You kind of like you said, you know how it goes. Like you see AMP kind of how they slow down a little bit, and you're like, I've seen that.
And it's not even because like they're lacking work ethic.
No, it's just
they're just doing different things.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got older, and maybe Duke wants to go do this, Phantom wants to go do this, and Kai's doing this. So you can't really it's just the way life works. It's exactly what happened with Nuke Squad, bro. It's just like we were all on the same page. We all had one goal. A couple years went by. Somebody wanted to go off and do their own thing, right? Somebody else want to go. It's inevitable.
Yep, it's part of life.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm excited, bro. I think like a lot of people hated on it in the beginning. Even we just did the pod with Ron and Lacey, and even some of the comments were kind of hating on them. But I like how you were defending them. You were like,
of course, bro. It's literally the cycle of life. It's old heads hating it, because they grew up with the older FaZe, right? So that's all they know. Now Ron, and then they all came in here. And they just got the younger generation by, you know what I'm saying? They're killing it.
Yep.
They're exactly what they want. And I think it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it's dope. They got the TikTok humor down. The clip farming. Bro. I mean, I die laughing. Like they're all over TikTok. They've like cracked the code, and it's kind of what Aiden and all of them did. But it's cool to see it connected to FaZe. It's like the first time that I see FaZe is like hitting that like IRL like young audience. So. Super excited for the future of FaZe. So obviously Black Ops 6 is coming out soon.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I am so excited. I feel like that game, it's so weird. It kind of feels like, do you remember that golden era when it was like GTA 5 came out, Black Ops 2 came out? I saw a meme that it was like they're bringing back like all of those games in like the same year. Bro.
Dude, it's going to be nuclear. I mean, we get Black Ops 6 this year in a couple months. Praying for Verdansk.
Oh my God.
With GTA months after? Bro, what are we talking about?
Oh my God. Gaming might be back.
I can't wait, bro.
It's exciting. Zombies is coming back. You might have to hop into Zombies, bro.
For sure. Drunk Zombies vibes, late night.
Bro, Easter egg grinding is the most fun thing.
Would be tough.
I'll be part of it.
The Easter egg grind?
Hell yeah. I'm a Zombies pro. So recently, the eSports World Cup got announced with Warzone being one of the game modes.
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter that you unfortunately didn't get invited. Can we talk about that? First of all, how did Swagg not get invited? That makes no sense.
They based it off last year's World Series top 20, but it was a different game. All those teams are so different.
Yep.
And they only gave the spots to the captains of those teams. So
they didn't invite Sage, which is the world champion.
Yeah, my teammate, he literally won the championship last year and didn't get invited. So, and it doesn't even feel, there's not really a lot of hype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, World Series has a lot of build up to it.
For sure.
For $1 million rebirth tournament, there's like, no, you don't want to do a qualifier and build it up? Bro.
They got to hire you.
$1 million rebirth tournament? And we're just.
It's sad.
It's just another tourney on another, like, 2-day tourney. Then it's over.
There has to be a way you can go, bro.
I mean, the tournament's next week. Unless the team drops out. Yeah. So it's looking cooked, bro. But they're supposed to have more events in the future, and I hope we get invited to those. Or at least there's qualifiers.
Yeah, qualifiers would be huge.
Let me at least earn it.
For sure.
Let me earn it. With World Series, making it to land, I'm talking my talk,
Yeah, for sure.
Earned it, bro. I went through 2,000 teams.
Yeah.
Hella customs and got top 6.
Yeah.
And we had a bad day.
Facts. And this is nothing against the people who are going to there. Obviously, we hope it's fun and we hope it goes well. We're just sad that Swagg and Sage didn't get invited. Like it just really doesn't make sense.
It's not even entitlement. It's almost more like with Sage, it's almost like confusion. He literally he has a ring.
Yeah.
Why did he not get an invite? Whether he's a captain or not.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know.
So let's talk a little bit about sports.
I see your shirt, man. Aren't you going to a game here back in my hometown?
Yep. So right now, if you're a soccer fan or a football fan, there's this. It's like a really cool season. So if you don't know, it's like an international tournament going on right now. There's two. It's called the Euros and then the Copa America. So it's all of South America in their own tournament, and then all of Europe in their own tournament, and it's all international. So they both play at the same time, but it's not connected. It's kind of like, but it's like a mini World Cup.
It's like a mid-season, like the in-season tournament.
No, it's like the finals, but for international play. Because remember, most of them play for teams like Real Madrid and all that, but they're representing their country. So it's like the Olympics.
Okay.
Right? But it's like, it only happens every 2 years, and this is like very big. This is the first time in a very long time that it's hosted in the United States.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's usually hosted, across the world. Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. So Colombia's playing in it, and obviously I'm Colombian. I had to rep today.
How good are they? What's like an NBA comparison to them right now?
So right now they're on a crazy streak.
So they're
on a 24 unbeaten streak. I mean, yeah, unbeaten.
So they're like 2012 Miami Heat.
Yeah, but it's a little different because it's like weird. Like they've also tied a lot because in soccer you could tie. So
it counts as a win?
It counts as a draw, so you don't lose. So they haven't lost in 24 games, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I know a lot of viewers have been watching. Yeah. It's the Euros is exciting. Obviously, the favorite's probably France.
Oh, with Mbappe and
yeah.
Paul Pogba.
I don't think he plays anymore.
No, he doesn't play anymore.
He retired. You know what's funny? I was watching Brazil play, and then I see Rodrigo, and he looks. It's like weird,
dude. People literally call me Rodrigo all day, every day. I swear to you, bro. Wherever I go, I gotta get a pic with him. I don't know how, but I somehow in my life I gotta get a pic with him.
You look like, it's so weird. It's like if you had black hair. It's crazy,
bro. It's gotta happen. You know what's crazy, bro? I forgot what happened. Paul Pogba, he's not playing, but me and him, when his skin came out in MW2, we were texting. We were gonna play together. Yeah, he was gonna come on stream, and play with his skin.
That's a legend. It's crazy, bro. Soccer's huge. Like I feel like I don't even realize it, but like I tend to forget. But it's literally the biggest sport in the world.
Who would be like if we had someone on the pod from the soccer scene or just in the scene in general? Who would you want?
It's hard because it's like I'm a big fan of like international players, and I don't know if they speak English. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like if we had Neymar, does Neymar speak English?
No.
He doesn't. No.
So it's like that's what I was speaking about that with Tan the other day. I'm like, he's like, who would you want? Obviously, I would want like Colombian legends or just legend. I'm sure there are good players that speak English, but yeah, obviously James is like my favorite player.
Okay,
he's Colombian. James Rodriguez, they call him. Bro, if I had him on the pod, I would.
You would tweak?
I would tweak. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of him, but I don't know if he speaks English. I mean, he like lives in Miami, so maybe. But obviously, like Messi, Ronaldo, that'd be insane.
He's playing, right? Ronaldo's playing for who?
Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, they're playing right now.
Are they
the
good?
Euros. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah. If I know Speed would go crazy if they win the Euros.
The Euros? He's definitely gonna go to the final if they make it.
Speed's so smart how he tapped into that like international.
He's just.
Did you see him in Netherlands?
Bro,
or Amsterdam?
I saw him in Venice jumping over the boats. He would jump onto the bridge, jump on the boat, jump back on the bridge, jump on a boat.
He's just having fun.
Bro, he was eating spaghetti and he said, "Oh my God." Went up to the chef, took off his hat and kissed him on the forehead. He's so literally just having a ball, bro. Just being a kid.
I love how he doesn't change though. Like he's still himself.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so cool to watch.
It's awesome, man. It's a great. That's another person who's just absolutely killing it.
It really is. And obviously it's it happened a while back, but I know we're both Drake fans, right? But the whole Kendrick and him popping out here in LA, that was insane, by the way. So I wanted to ask you, do you think Drake lost the battle between them two? And do you think he could come back from this?
Yeah, I think he lost the battle, not from a music perspective, but just from a timing perspective.
Okay.
Like Kendrick timed it so well to where it almost suffocated his music to the point where no one's really listening because Kendrick dropped 2 songs and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the same day, And can he come back from it? Yeah, it's Drake, I think the biggest thing with him, you look at a guy like Gunna, is just music, having good music.
For sure.
Always cancels all that. You know what I mean? Just drop good music.
Does he ever bring it back up, or does he just let it go?
Yeah, I think Drake's the type of person to talk about an interview, and but he'll be the one to be like, yeah, I mean, great song.
Yeah.
He said "Not Like Us" is a fire song.
Damn, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
He said that. He literally said that in the last song he dropped. He said that song was fire. Besides the whole the pedo stuff.
Of course.
That's what he said, and he literally rapped it.
Damn.
Because he knew that's a hit. Not Like Us is a hit.
It is. It's a banger. So obviously, yeah, we're Drake fans. So Drake, if you're watching this, we love you, bro. Come back, please. I wanted to talk a bit about, just to kind of end the pod, what are some future plans you have for the pod, but also like content wise, and maybe some sneak peeks on what's coming up. I know you're obviously like a gamer and a Warzone guy, but you said, that the new FaZe guys have inspired you a bit to kind of work on other things. So maybe you could give us a sneak peek on what you're working on.
Yeah, no, I think with obviously World Series is my big focus. But I'm just starting to prepare. I want to start doing more YouTube videos where it's a little bit more IRL based and just
I love that.
So just kind of getting out of my zone. I have a lot of ideas written down. Get back into doing shorts and just kind of get that going again. But yeah, I think with Black Ops 6 coming out, it's going to be insane. Regardless, I think we're planning to do the race to Master Prestige with Nuke Squad.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so I haven't even really I haven't talked to Booyah about it, but I would love for Booyah to come out here, stay with us, and we all just do the race to Master Prestige. I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I would definitely love to do different type of stuff with the FaZe guys. I know they got their thing going on, but it'd be cool just to tap in, do some stuff with them, and because it's so cool to see what they're doing, and it inspires me literally. You know what I'm saying? It literally motivates me.
Yeah.
And I love that, being in FaZe and seeing that success. Banks absolutely killed it, man. I mean, he saw the vision when everyone else was hating on it.
Yeah.
But it's great.
For sure. I'm excited for the future, bro. Excited for the pod and everything coming up, man.
And obviously the podcast is such a big focus for us. We've been consistent over 2 months, and with us, we don't plan on stopping. We just want to have, different guests on here, different perspectives, and just continue to entertain, and just kind of maybe give a little insight to people, you know what I mean? That they, a lot of people love watching podcasts and learn. We want to just do podcasts and hopefully people can learn some stuff from it,
100%, yeah. Yeah, I like this one-on-one. It's cool, yeah.
Every once in a while I love doing them, man, especially when there's stuff you want to talk about that you don't necessarily want to talk about on stream because it's just a lot. With stream, it's different. I sit there and play games, in and out, stuff like that. But the podcast is definitely a place to sit down and really just talk, man.
Just talk, yap. That's fun, bro. I'm excited, man.
Yeah. So you asked me what I got planned. What about you, boss? What you got brewing up?
So obviously, I'm still cooking up on short form. We just hit 1.1 mil.
Hell yeah.
On TikTok. Just continuing to grind that. If you guys are watching,
you trying to pass me, son?
Where are you at?
1.4.
1.4. All right. Let's see if one day. I
gotta get on my grind, man.
Yeah, so just grinding content. I'm obviously working with FaZe, and that's been really fun. I've been learning a lot from them. Even the same way they motivate you, they motivate me a lot. Just being involved in, in that realm. I definitely in the future would love to get into YouTube. This podcast has actually inspired me. You've inspired me a lot to just do YouTube. And I don't know how it looks or how that is because I've never done it, but I've tried it here and there, and I really enjoy it. It's just more, I want to find the time for it. So
for sure, even if you just get to posting once a week.
Yeah, that's my goal for it.
And then just see it from there, I saw the video we did where the gifts smacked, bro.
Yeah, it did great.
People loved it.
Yeah,
I saw it. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm just grinding YouTube, trying to figure out my identity on long form. But I think, obviously, Yo guide me. I mean, you've already given me great advice.
You should do that series with all the FaZe guys.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Get them all gifts.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
At one point or another, you know what I mean? Just troll them. Maybe do it live on their stream or just, obviously you record it, but that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cool segment.
I'm very into collectibles and toys and stuff like that.
Super.
So I think it's a very niche and not many people do content on that. So I think there's something there. And in the future, we'll talk more, but I'm actually working on a really cool brand. And
okay.
I think you're going to love it.
You want to give a little sneak peek or are you kind of keeping it a little?
I could give a sneak peek.
Okay.
It's on brand what we're talking about. I'm starting my own collectible toy brand.
Oh my God.
So it's going to be a competitor to like Cause or Bear Bricks. Okay. But it's going to be my own design, my own toy. So I'm excited, bro. We've been working on it for like 3 months behind the scenes. Just kind of, I didn't know how hard it was to create a designer toy, like all those Bear Bricks and all that you see.
I can't even imagine.
Bro, there's a crazy process. There's prototyping. It's expensive. It's designing the toy. It's been really fun, though. And obviously, you know, hopefully one day I can place my toy here,
bro.
Yeah, that'd be fun, bro. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool just to see it on people's stream setups and people's rooms.
Definitely, bro.
It'll be a really cool art piece. But yeah, thank you for allowing me to share that.
Of course, bro.
I'm excited, bro. It's going to be fun. And hopefully one day we start something.
We definitely will, bro.
I think we will.
We definitely will.
Like, I think it has to make sense, but
we definitely will.
Maybe like I don't know.
Our own coffee brand? I could see us cooking up a little coffee brand.
Facts. We do love coffee.
Love it.
Dang, wait, hold up. Any coffee manufacturers, hit us up, you know?
I've only ever seen one person, influencer, really do coffee, and that's Emma Chamberlain.
Oh.
But do it to that level. Everyone else kind of like, I've literally never seen someone start one.
Damn.
Maybe I'm missing a couple people, but that's the only person I've seen like really like push heavy in their content, their coffee that they're dropping.
That's true. That's hard.
And everyone drinks coffee, so.
Facts. Damn. Join the lobby coffee. Join the coffee. Oh, man. All right, guys. Honestly, I really enjoyed this pod. It was super fun, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a tradition. We always do a prayer. So let's end on a prayer, brother.
Yeah, let's do it.
Father God, I just want to thank you for this amazing podcast. Thank you, God, for the life of Chris. Thank you for my life. Thank you for everyone behind the scenes, everyone watching. Father God, today we want to pray specifically for the whole Dr. Disrespect situation. We want to pray for all the victims involved, all the families involved. We just pray, God, for healing, God, and we just pray for you to move and bring peace and understanding to everybody's heart. We thank you for this podcast. We pray for the future of the podcast, God, and we love you. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. W-Pod.
W-Pod, my boy.
1 out of 10. Book it.
Oh, also, we never really say this, but the podcast is available on audio.
Yep, it is on audio.
Spotify, Apple Music. Yep. Make sure to listen to it. Download it. Download it.
Anyways, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, man. It was more of a serious topic. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I feel like we got to catch up on what's going on in our lives and just, you know, the viewers kind of got to relate to us a little bit more. And yeah, we're just going to consistently keep doing it. Make sure you guys drop a like and hit that subscribe button to join the lobby, man. We're trying to get that 100K plaque.
Let's go.
Trying to get that 100K plaque. Come on.
100K.
Hit that sub button right now.
Hit it, please.